and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks. And today we are making this lovely wreath here. Now, as you can see, it does not involve crochet, but what it does involve is using quite a bit of your stash. So I went into my stash and I found some of these colors. I thought they went together really well. I wanted the sort of apple green with the pinkish, with a yellow, you know, sort of something that resembled a summer meadow. So what do you need? I started with a selection of colors from my leftover stash. Some of these balls had quite a bit left over, so that was good because those wound up balls do use quite a bit of yarn. For the base of the wreath, I am using this wreath here. I bought this last year. It was a pack of 2 when I got it from Amazon. It was really cheap, and yeah, I kept the second one thinking I could do something with it, and here we are. So always good to keep resources like that. Then of course you're going to need scissors, and to attach the balls to the wreath, as well as securing your individual balls, I'm going to be using my hot glue gun, and I have some glue sticks there and a tile that I always use to protect my work surface. Then I have these hooks here, which I was given at one point from someone. I don't use them, they're just stuck in my cabinet, so I'm thinking I could use these to decorate the wreath with, and at least I use some of them then. So I think that's it. Let's get started. So first of all, we're going to hand wind quite a few balls of all these colors in all different shapes and sizes. Well, not shapes because they'll all be semi-round, but all different sizes. Now, while I realize that everybody seems to have their own way of hand winding. Yes, Layla, what's the matter? What do you want? Come on. Don't pull my trousers. Honestly. While everybody after that interruption, while I understand, oh, let's just start again, shall we? Yeah. What is it? So we're going to hand wind the yarn, and while I realize that everybody seems to have their own technique, I just want to show you mine, because my mum does it different from me, and you know, I've seen other people do it differently. So I just make this little bow type thing first, then I fold that double, and then I just keep going around that. Of course, you've got to have your yarn cooperating as well. And I sort of put my nails into that, and then I start winding it so that those strands make it nice and smooth there, and then I turn it, and then a bit more. There we go, and a bit more, see, and then that little thing there will be slowly incorporated. There we go, turn. And I like doing it like this, and I've always done it like this. And if I'm not careful, my balls end up like an egg. Because what I do, I put my nail in there, my thumb goes in there, and then with these fingers here, I walk along the surface like this. And then each time, see, my strand ends up next to the previous one. See, look. And then you get this little hole in the top. I love that little hole. And that way I hand wind my balls. So, of course, with the yarn winder, you get a completely different look, and it's much easier to use a yarn winder. But of course, for this project, you know, we're not using that because obviously we need nice little balls of all sizes. So I am going to be making a lot more of these. So I'll be putting on the time lapse in a moment. I'm going to get my cup of coffee and I will see you in a sped up way in a moment. I guess that's big enough for this one. And I'm just going to keep it to the side for now, and I will glue them all together once I've got my hot glue gun heated up. Okay, so I have brought out the wreath again, and I am just trying to assemble some of these balls onto my wreath, and I've got my hot glue gun heating up because what I'm going to do, I haven't made enough balls, I don't think, for the whole wreath, but I don't want to just yet. I'm going to do this bit by bit like this. So place a bigger one there, smaller one there, medium, and then a tiny one there. So I'm going to build it up bit by bit and then make as well what I need, make the size I need and make the color I need. Now this one is going to go into place, obviously. This needs cleaning up, so I'm just going to roll it back up nicely so it is nice and tightly round. Then a tiny bit of hot glue, and you just put it in with your hot glue gun. Don't touch it because obviously it is hot, I know. So now I've got a nice ball here. So I'm now going to try and attach this to my wreath, making sure I don't attach it as well to the table. That would be just me, wouldn't it? And what you need to make sure of is that when you look at it from the front, you can't see the metal from the wreath anymore. So this is now attached. I know it's not sort of attached well. It's just there, which is fine for now. We're going to go on, and I'm also going to attach the balls to each other. So hopefully in the end, it will all be attached really well. So on to the next one here. And if you're doing this and you remember sort of how, see, I can't remember anymore how I've done it now. I'll have to go back and look at the beginning of this video. But it helps if you do this, take a picture, put the picture next to you, disassemble, clean up your balls, and then look at the picture to put it all back. Was it like this? I don't know. But it's okay. See, push them together as well. And also, you know, we're going to be able to attach them to each other. So I'm just going to put a little blob here, push this in so that stays. Then I'm going to put that here. Oh, that stayed because it just used a little bit of that glue. There we go. See, and I've put a little bit glue in between, and that's there now. Look, okay. Okay, so we have cleaned up this one. So make sure that the round parts that are visible, that you like them. And once again, I'm just pushing this in. Yeah, like that. Okay. So I'm going to put some on here. Push that in. There we go. And then I see that these two are touching here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue there. And of course, yes, mind the threads. Make sure that your hot glue isn't visible. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, all those are going to come off now. But look, these are on. And yeah, that's how we'll continue. So like I said, I haven't made enough to fill the wreath. I have made to make a start. So now I can see what color would work here. No, that's not big enough. This one maybe is big enough. Yeah, look. So I've changed from my initial plan. Doesn't matter. Just going to secure this one. Make sure it's all nice. And then I might just put some glue. Oh, need another stick in there. I might just put some glue, yeah, on the base there if it reaches there, but if not, I'm just going to put some glue in the 3 locations that I think it will touch those other balls. Look at that. Push it in. There we go. So I'm thinking I'm going to put the bigger ones on first and then make and fill it in with smaller ones. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my wreath and see how it goes. So I made it to this stage. I realize I need more pink and 1 or 2 more of this green. So I'm going to just roll some more pink ones, smaller ones, just to put everywhere in between. As you see, I've put these hooks in. I quite like that. I was just trying that out. That worked really well. Of course, we also have to make some sort of hanger, but I'm thinking I might use some leftover cord that I have somewhere and just hot glue it on. So yeah, I'm going to now make some more pink mini ones and add them to it. So I'm just keeping adding to it. I've made several little ones now, little small ones just to put in between. So I'm just going to have a look at it, see where I need to add more and just add more. I'm loving it. And I think I'm just going to leave those hooks there. I've just, you know, put them in under these strands and I think it looks nice. Yeah. So look, there needs to be one there. So I'm going to just make sure all the metal is covered up. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye!